Welcome to my space. I'm not going to count how many videos we already did, so you know, but anyhow, we continue our series with meeting with interesting people. And today, I am nervous to some extent because this person, my dear friend, my partner, the most cherished and wonderful lady is Anna Davidoff. I don't know even where to start. How I met Anna and how we worked together in real estate, and it was honestly the golden years of my life. I learned so much from her. The wealth of her knowledge, the way she talks to people, the way she educates people, it's absolutely out of this world. And I was so blessed to get to know her, to become her partner, to learn not only about the real estate, but about how to treat people and how to become the better of myself. But Anna, she always had very many special features about her. And one of the most exciting and the most amazing one is her green thumb. Whatever Anna touches, I mean the soil, the ground, grows. And so many times she wanted to escape from the real estate life because it was so stressful, and I tried to hold her back and to tell everyone that I need you. And first of all, I told Anna, I need you. I don't know how I'm going to be without you and to do my business without you. But she escaped. But whatever she did, and I'm so happy for her, that she is doing what she loves to do. And right now, without further ado, let's introduce Anna Davidoff. And I want my dear friend to tell about you yourself.
Thank you, Rita, for bringing me here, and you're making me cry. Thanks a lot. Yes, and I'm really excited to answer all your questions if you have, and maybe the first that you would like to know about myself.
Yes.
a little bit introduction. So I've been always a busy businesswoman, but originally, probably from very childhood, I had my passion to the gardening that started with my grandfather, and I was basically gardening from like 8-year-old or 10 years old. And yes, my grandfather and grandmother, they made me make a lot of chores at my summertime. So, and interesting that's a lot of people been deterred from gardening after that, but I really loved it. So I graduated Moscow State University on soil science and agriculture. But then I worked in the business, a lot of businesses did, but always gardening was my hobby and became my passion in my life. And recently, so right now I'm really happy because, you know, garden is a happy place. But I grow everything from my family. Last years we grow all the produce, so basically everything. So we are not buying anything. So and I'm really and so yeah. So that's why I started to make, of course, a lot of pictures, all your cabbages, all your crops, a lot of. I have a Facebook.
And we're going
page.
to show all these pictures,
Yes.
you know, in the video. So it's all coming.
Yes. So and I don't know. So basically, I started because I realized that I have some mission because I grow really consistent, really good stuff. So you know, like for example, my latest was really passionate with my onions, and I grow huge onions. and I grow melons and watermelons, everything here. So that's also latest. And celery, the big ones, like really had celery, that was my latest achievements and everything. But I realized that I need to share this with everybody, so because I don't want to take with me all my knowledge. So and all the friends and Facebook friends started to tell you need to share.
And it's absolutely true.
Mhm.
And not only that, so basically, let me tell you, you all know this very famous gardener, Cisco, yeah? And yeah. So very famous person, and he is very knowledgeable. But I feel that Anna, she is not just as knowledgeable, but she went even further because the technology she's using when she's gardening, and we're going to talk more about it. It's just the beginning of our conversation, and it's just first video in quite a few videos I am intending to shoot with Anna, so you'll see it all. But let's go back a little bit. Even that when we've been working together and we've been selling houses, Anna would always give advice to all the new homeowners that what to do with garden and how to make it look beautiful and things to grow. And not only that, people would always ask the advice, Anna, can you help me do that? Can you help me to do this? You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm always like really happy to help, because I really want, because when I talk to people, they're saying, oh, you can grow like big tomatoes, like heirloom tomatoes here, anything you can grow, only cocktail. I said, no, it's just, there is like small thing that's just basically I found on my experience that you need to follow, and you will be consistent, you will be growing anything. So anything that you can grow in our Pacific Northwest, basically. I'm not saying we will grow avocado or
who knows?
pineapples.
I think you can do anything.
Yeah, but
Sky's the limit for
yes,
her.
but I'm growing kiwi, so and it's really tasty. So we're growing.
Oh,
I
these
just-
little kiwis,
Yes,
absolutely
they
different.
called like kiwi like berries, so it's a hardy kiwi. But I have the variety that's pretty big, and it's not like a fuzzy kiwi, so it has a smooth skin, and it's super sweet. It's super yummy. My husband, he loves it, so that's a dessert with yogurt all the time. So
Your
but-
husband is so spoiled.
Yes.
Because, so it's almost like, what time can I go and get the strawberries or blueberries or raspberries? It's you don't need to wait until the doors open in the store. You can go and pick yourself from the garden.
every day,
Yeah,
yes.
every day. Everything is so fresh and wonderful. Yeah, and that's why I remember when you lived at first here in Redmond. And you did so many things as well. You had your restaurant, you've been working in real estate, because Anna is amazing. She tried it all. So, and that's why, yeah, absolutely. But even when we lived close by, and I would go to your garden here in Redmond, I would never understand, where do you find time to do all that?
And that was really small garden.
Yeah,
That
it was
really
real small garden,
urban
but still.
garden. So, and the interesting thing, we had this like town hall, and on the second floor it was a balcony, and in the containers I had my tomatoes, and they've been hanging down, and all the people been walking all these, clusters of tomatoes. So basically I also was obsessed with urban gardening, so even with very small space you can do a lot, and you can feed your family. I noticed, because I also doing a garden club for our community, I noticed that people can grow things, but most of, at least my people, they can't really preserve, store the food that they're growing. So, and I'm teaching these classes about the fermenting, like sauerkraut, fermenting pickles, how canning, I do a lot of tomato juice and the canned produce, how to do it easily, not a hard way. So how to preserve all the onions. So I have right now huge onions, they're still in storage and in just my pantry in a wooden box, and I think they will last till June. And garlic
And then it will be new crop.
yes, and that's basically, and of course I bought like a special freezer, so I have all my frozen berries, and we eat them every day with yogurt, with in breakfast with oatmeal.
And what I always
yeah.
love that when Anna visits me or when I visit her, she never comes empty-handed, or I never leave with empty-handed myself. So it's always absolutely the freshest thing, the yummiest thing are in the box. But let's talk a little bit. You mentioned the community is great, but also what I really would like to talk about, the huge interest people are expressing for gardening right now. So it means that so many young people and older people, they realize that whatever you grow, it tastes very different. And plus, you have this absolutely amazing connection with earth, and it's just such a great gratifications of the fruits of your labor and stuff like that. So the purpose of this interview is not only you telling how wonderful things you can do, but also to tell people that she is the wealth of knowledge. And Anna is going to open a school of gardening, school of cooking, and she is ready to share her knowledge. So stay tuned for all this information, because she will teach you how to do what she does. And that would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I would love really, that was my mission, to pass my knowledge. So that's why I started this garden club, and now small communities, and a lot of people right now going, and we are doing it once a month, and we talk of everything that we need to do this month, what crops we need to seed, replant, wherever interesting, wherever experience. But also we do food presentation, so what we cook with our produce. So every time we have some, like last time I had, of course, our green soup.
Yes.
The sorrel soup, it's beef and potato, hearty soup with a lot of ton of sorrel. And you need to grow your sorrel to do the real one, because you really need like a bucket of sorrel. And we even use a little bit of nettle in it this spring. It was wonderful. And I was a little nervous how nobody's been like trying this soup before. But I looked on the plates and they've been all empty. I said, okay, maybe it was good.
Yeah.
So, and yes, and before we had this old zucchini pancakes, everything that's in season, I'm trying to introduce what to do. Because tell the truth, my heart sometimes was bleeding when I see in community gardens, people grow like good peppers, everything. And then it's just rotten, and because they can't consume it at once. So, and they don't know what to do, and they post, or anybody needs potatoes, and I think, why you're sharing your potatoes if
you can preserve them?
Yeah, you can preserve. I still have potatoes that I already actually seeded potatoes, but I still have potatoes just in my garage. That's just perfect. And we eat it every day. Almost.
And actually, like last night when we had dinner together,
sorry.
No, that was absolutely perfect how you compared the potatoes I bought, the organic potatoes I bought from the store, compared to potatoes you grow, and describe this texture, because yesterday the way you talked about potatoes, it was like the cream.
Yeah, because people when you buy potatoes in store, we can't eat it anymore. So basically they're a little bit sweet, they're bland, they have this not pleasant sweet taste because they've been stored in a refrigeration like temperatures, so and they basically naturally occur all the sugars. That's not so pleasant in regular potatoes, not in sweet potatoes. But mine potatoes doesn't have it if you store just in a, I don't know, just basically in a garage or dry storage. And I have unique varieties that I preserve. Some of them like really red outside, but inside it's deep yellow, and when you do like mashed potatoes or something, it basically you eat it like a butter, and people say, oh, it's just like
She's
a butter.
describing it. I'm
Yeah.
getting hungry, you know, it's just because I can picture all that and I
Yes.
tried all that stuff.
Yes, and
yeah.
I think potatoes is a good example that you really won't be able to buy in a store. You can, but it's hard to find the good one. And even I don't even start about the young potatoes. That's just amazing that you even can't buy on farmers market. Rarely can buy, so then when farmers market started, they might be already overgrown a little bit, but that's the only place where you can find them, not in the store. The small potatoes, they're not young potatoes, they're just small potatoes.
But also, you know, what you start talking about, like the community club, that's what you do, the gardening club on the island, yeah. But also, you know, we talking about the community, and it changes a lot, yeah. People are coming and people are listening,
Yes, people would you like to grow more and more stuff because you know, everybody, this huge America is famous for this huge farms and corporations basically that use a lot of pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, herbicides. Even like Consumer Reports, it's an environmental actually group. They always post like dirty 12 or like a little bit cleaner 15, so you can look online what really not recommended to eat every like year, every month, like strawberry the number one, potatoes they really in the list. So a lot of things, and sometimes they're finding up to 20 chemicals there, some of them prohibited chemicals even. So and everybody knows I'm not like trying to sell here, so that all these chemicals and a lot of researches right now going cause all these health issues, neurological issues, reproductive issues, all the Parkinson's, cancers. That's all. It's all like all about it. So, and that's why we also started to grow all our produce. I'm a little organic freak, so and we start to grow everything so we know what we eat. And so
yeah, and again, going back to what I mentioned earlier, so this knowledge really, and your desire to pass this knowledge to people, and again, what I see and what I hear, that people, even they have a little piece of land, they like to do something with that, but they need to know how, and that's why you sharing this knowledge with them, it's absolutely incredibly important.
Yes, that's what I really why I started this, so to share my knowledge, because I see that people like I have my diary, so I do like every year diary with all these weather conditions, what time I plant and seed, because of course I have a lot of success, I have a lot of failures too, and that's my experience. So and I want people to be more consistent, so it won't be for them like failure and then they discourage to do anything. So if you have just a little bit of knowledge and how to
And
do
guidance.
it. Yes, and guidance. So yes, you can easily grow a huge heirloom tomatoes. You can grow your own honeydew melons, all these onions, garlic, everything, and you can preserve everything, and cabbages. A lot of people say, "Oh, we can grow cabbages." You just basically need a little knowledge, and maybe just a little, and everybody says, oh, you also need to do your YouTube channel,
Absolutely.
whatever what I'm thinking. But yes, it takes a lot of time to me to work in the garden. So because everything I do myself, my husband is a big help to me for all the technical stuff. He's doing incredible, this all drip line irrigations.
And
He
we are
has a
going to
lot of-
show all that because we already have a date.
Yeah,
yes.
that's another knowledge.
Yeah, it's
basically.
another knowledge, and we're going
Oh.
to show a little bit of that know-how. It's not yeah.
All on the timers and his mobile phone, so even if we are on vacation, he can like turn off or turn on some lines. So basically, that's all